In this section of the course, we are going to talk about AMI and a launch template. We have already seen AMI. We can launch instance from the AMI that we got from AWS. Also, there are AMI available from the community section, but I want to create my own AMI. First, we will set up a website similar what we did previously from twoplate.com, and then we are going to create AMI of that instance. So let's get started. Let's launch our instance. Let's go to, this time let's select Ubuntu operating system, or no, let's go to CentOS, because this is one very important thing I want to show you there. And I'm going to select CentOS 6 for a specific reason, because it has a firewall IP tables and that can create a problem. So I'm taking all defaults, putting a tag. So project name is Pixie-Web01, and we'll give the project name also just simply Pixie, and let's get going now. Configure security group. So here I'm going to create a security group, Pixie-SG web-SG. So we need port 22 access from our IP, so we can do SSH, and also port 80 from anywhere, so anybody can access the website. Review and launch, and here I'm going to create a new key pair. Name is Pixie-Mumbai- yeah, that's all. Download key pair, launch instance. So you see, this time I have created an instance and I have created security group and key pair at the same time. So you can do both ways, but it's always better you prepare your security group and key pair before launching. So once that come up, we are going to install HTTPD there, and we are going to deploy this template. Pixie, this is an e-commerce template. Let's log in. So SSH-I download Pixie CentOS @ let's log in. Okay, so we need to install some tools. First of all, HTTPD. We'll also need wget. We will need unzip. So these three tools we will need. Let's install them. Okay, packages are installed. Let's get the link, Pixie template. Let's type wget -O web.zip pixie.zip. Template is downloaded. Let's unzip it. Right, so that's our artifact, and we need to copy all that data recursively var html, and we are going to start now HTTPD service. So service HTTPD start, it's a CentOS 6 operating system. Service is started. Also, we should be enabling our service, chkconfig HTTPD on. So that's the command to enable HTTPD service on CentOS 6. Keep in mind, we are going to create AMI of this instance. When I create AMI and then I launch instance from that AMI, my services should come up which I want. But there are also some services that I don't want to come up, like firewall, service, IP tables, status. So it's on, and if I'll try to access my website, I won't be able to do it, because firewall IP tables firewall is blocking the request on port 80. Same like security group, IP table is also a firewall. So let's stop IP tables for now. It's always a good idea to edit the rules of the firewall rather than stopping it. But in this one, we are keeping things simple in the operating system. You see, as soon as I stopped the firewall, the site came up. Good work. Now we also should be disabling it at the boot time. This is very important. Enabling a service or disabling a service is very important for AMI. Keep that in mind. So as I launch my instance from the AMI, the HTTPD service will come up and firewall will not come up. That's what I'm looking for. So that is done. Either I can stop this instance and create the AMI, or I can create the AMI of a live instance also. So let's go back to our console. Now that's web 01. I want exactly same instance, similar instance, web 02. So one way I can again launch it from CentOS AMI and then do all the setup, or the other way is I can simply create its AMI. From that I can clone the instance. So select your instance, action, image, create image. You need to give the name of the AMI. So we'll say pixie-web-AMI, and you can give something in description in detail. When you're creating AMI of a live instance and you don't want it to go down, and yes, when you create AMI, the instance will go down. It will reboot. If you don't want it to reboot, put a check mark here. This will be the case when you don't want your live instance to go down when it's serving some real-time traffic. But in our case, it's not serving any real-time traffic, so we don't mind, because if I select this option now, it's going to take a longer time to create the AMI. And I don't want that. Anyways, it's not serving any real-time traffic. So your AMI will be bundle of your volumes. So if you have multiple volume, it will be bundled into the AMI. Or if you want to add any extra volume, you can do that as well. We're going to keep it as it is, and let's say create image. Now this is going to take some time to create the image. Let's hit on close, and you can go to the AMI section and find your AMI. That's where it's getting created. Status is pending, so it's going to take some time. I'm going to pause my video for that much time. So in few minutes time, my AMI is ready. Status, it says available. Now I can launch instance from this AMI. Either I can select here and click on launch, or I can go to instances. From there I can say launch instance and go to my AMI section, select my AMI, and then same step, configure instance details, next, and let's give a better tag, pixie-web02. This is going to be the second web server, and we'll also give the project tag pixie. Configure security group. Of course, my web 01, web 02 will be in the same security group. Next, review and launch, and also I'm going to have the same key pair for both my Pixie web server. Okay, that's great. So let's filter for the word Pixie here. So we only see Pixie web servers. If we have configured everything correctly in our AMI, then if I access it, it should show me the web service, show me the template, Pixie template, and probably it's taking some time to come up. Let's give it a minute. Yeah, there we go. We have it. So that's web 01 and that's web 02. No, the other way, sorry. This is web 01, this is web 02, right? So you see, if I have AMI ready, then I can quickly launch similar instances. This will be very good for scaling, but still we have some steps to take. We select the instance type, we select AMI, we select security group, we select key pair, we give tag, and that's also some time. How about we can automate that process also? Well, that can be done through launch templates. So as AMI is bundle of my operating system and all the data inside that, all the volumes, launch template is going to be the configuration information of instance that I'm going to launch. Information like security group, key pair, AMI, instance type, all that detail. And if you have a launch template set up, let's say for your web service, then there won't be too much of human errors when you're launching an instance. So it's going to be also good for the governance. It gives you ease of deployment, faster setup of your instances, and also same thing every time you launch an instance. So let's click on create launch template. So create a new template version. That's fine. I'll just create a new template. That's all. Let's give a template name. So I will say Pixie-web server. And some description. Pixie web server. Yeah, same thing, I know. Source template, we're not going to go with any source template. AMI. So we can search for our AMI, and this is going to be our in my AMI section. Yeah, that's our AMI. Instance type. So we are going with free tier. So I'm going to select G2 micro. Key pair. That's our key pair. So basically similar information as we take to launch an instance. And network type, we're going to keep just VPC default. Security group, we have Pixie web security group. That's all, only one security group. You can give multiple security group also if you want. Any extra volume? No thanks. Tags, let's give tag name Pixie just web 00. When we are launching, we can change the tag. Then some advanced details are here. Spot instance, and I would like to show you one important thing. User data. This is going to be similar to Vagrant provisioning, as we have seen in Vagrant. Whatever command we want to run when the instance comes up, or a script that you want to execute when the instance comes up, and then you can put your script over here, or you can put a command. Probably you forgot to start a service, or there are some processes where you can't use systemctl service command, you can't use chkconfig to enable and you need to run a script to start a particular service or a process. Then you can give that script path or that command. So as soon as it launches the instance, it will execute that command, like service httpd start, or any command for that matter, or any script that you want to execute. So we don't have any such kind of thing, so we're going to ignore that. And we have one more tag though, project, which is Pixie. Okay, let's say create launch template. Great, our template is ready. Now for me, launching the next web server, it's gonna be a piece of cake or a breeze. I'll just go to launch template. I'll say action, launch instance from template. And while I'm launching, I can change few details if I want. Like I would like to change the tag web03, right? When I'm launching it, only that time. Launch instance from template. That's all. Just click 2 button and your instance will be up and running in a minute. And there we go. Web03 is also up. Let's check it. Yeah, it's up. So I can keep launching as many as instance I want. Okay, keep that in mind. You may exhaust your free tier if you just don't stop. 750 hours per month for EC2. Okay, so if I launch an instance, 750 from 750 hour, 1 hour is gone. If I launch 3 instances, 3 hours are gone in that minute. Then for the next hour, it will be 3 more hours because there are 3 running instances. Okay, so put a break on your urge of launching instances because we have many things to do. So think about if we have any problem also to these instances, or if we delete or terminate this instance, if it's not storing any data, then anytime I can launch this exactly same instance from the AMI. So I'm done with this exercise and I'm going to now terminate these instances, and let's hit terminate. Yes, terminate. Once you terminate your instance, you will still see its detail for an hour or so, but the instance is gone. If the state is terminated, it's gone. And if you have put a check mark, delete volume like that when you're launching the instance, then its volume will be also gone. So there won't be any way to recover this instance later. As long as the volume is safe, you can recover the data. Or if you'd have taken a snapshot, or you'd have taken an AMI. So we already have an AMI. I can launch as many as instances I want. I have that detail in launch template also. You can quickly launch instances. There are a few more things that you can do with AMI. Think about if you want to transfer an instance or copy an instance from one region to other region, a complete instance. And the only way to do is you can create its AMI, and that AMI you can send it to a different region. Same like what we have seen for snapshot. So you select your AMI, say action, and you can say copy AMI. You can select your destination region, like let's say I want to send it to Paris region, and I say copy AMI, and the copy will start. Then when I go to Paris region, I can see in my AMI section that particular AMI. As of now, this AMI is only available in Mumbai region. If I go to any other region like Sydney, that's a totally different region, all different things in EC2 over there. So you see, I don't see, you see, I see like that. There is no AMI here because the AMI is there in the Mumbai region. But if I want to copy, I can do that. And yes, I was saying if you want to transfer a region or copy an instance from one region to other region, you copy its AMI, and in that region, then you can launch instance from that AMI. That's the only way. You also have one more option, modify image permission. Probably you want to share your image with everyone or a particular AWS account, a different AWS account. So you can say, if you make it public, this becomes a community AMI, then people can see it in the community AMI section. But if you want to share with only with a particular AWS account, then you can give the account ID here, add permission, you save it, and then this AMI will be available in that other account. So these are two nice things that you can do with your AMI. You can transfer it to another region, or you can share it with any other AWS account also. But if you're done with your exercise, then you can delete this AMI, or there's no option actually to delete it. There's no option to deregister it. So you can see action, deregister, which will delink this AMI. This AMI is basically coming from a snapshot. So if I say deregister, it will be gone from here. But when I go to snapshots, you can see the snapshot there. So there are actually two. This is for the previous one. So I'm going to remove this snapshots also. Right, so all good. Let's go to EC2 dashboard and check. So we have 0 running instance, no elastic IP, no snapshot, no volumes. We are good. Key pair and security groups are not charged. Now our launch template is also of no use because there is no AMI. So I can remove launch template, but anyways, it's not charged. So even if it's there, doesn't matter. But it's of no use now because the AMI is gone. So I'm going to remove the template also. Be very careful when you're removing things, okay? Read it properly. When I'm in a project, when I'm working for a customer or a client, when someone else AWS account, I be always extra careful. If I'm removing anything, deleting anything, I think multiple times about it. Read it properly. When I'm showing it to you, maybe in a hurry, I may delete something by mistake. But really, when we're working on a project, we have to be very careful, because there are a lot of things which you cannot get back if you deleted it. As of now, things look clean, and we are going to wrap up this session. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video.